Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our pre-Pesach program. And to start us off, it's my great honor to ask my better half to start the proceedings. Rubissa, Sharona.
Well, as everyone gets excited for Pesach, I don't know about you, but I'm not only filled with joy, there's also a feeling of, well, like big, heavy responsibility. And that big, heavy responsibility is both emotional and literal. That carrying, I don't know if there's a Ladino word for schlepping, but that bringing in all of the boxes of Pesach items is physically and emotionally a major undertaking. All the pots and the pans and the bowls. But before we get overwhelmed by that, I want to look at two items in the boxes and one item that's not in the box that make that carrying process not a burden, but actually an elevating experience. The reason that those boxes are being carried out, not just this year, but realize that that box that you're carrying in, my parents carried that box, my grandparents had the box, my great-grandparents carried out the box. It's not a new burden and it's not a new gift, but I hope to open your eyes up to what is in that we carry. The first thing in that box, and I know that Rabbi Greenspan has a lot of them, is the Haggadah, right? In the back of me, you can see a few of our books, but if you've been in our house, you know that books cover just about every flat surface. And we have books of every genre, right? What's your favorite genre? Oh, do you like poetry? You like stories? You like histories? You like the Gemara, the Shach and the Tari of the debate? Oh, you like songs? Guess what? I've got a book for you that has all of them in one. All of those amazing genres of books that you enjoy in one book. And that is the Haggadah. There's something in it for everyone. And if for some reason that alone wasn't enough to sell you on it, recently we've made the Haggadah even more exciting by putting new covers on them, right? So there's the Harry Potter Haggadah and the Star Wars Haggadah. There's so many different ways to make it exciting, but it doesn't need those layers on it to make it exciting because it is our story. And we are the people of the book. We are book lovers, and our story, the story of our peoplehood, where we became a nation and we experienced salvation, talking about it is exciting. It is fulfilling and it is connecting. So even if you're the only one at your seder or you've got 40 people with you, you're connecting. You're connecting to each other. You're connecting to the divine. You're connecting to the past and all the people before you that sat with this text and enjoyed the experience of our people and the reflections that it held. The Haggadah is this amazing gift. So that's one. The second thing that you're gonna literally carry out of the box is the seder plate. And every seder plate is a little different, unlike the Haggadah, which is kind of the same, right? I know that our seder plate we got just before we left Israel, and it's done in Jerusalem stone. My parents had an ugly copper one. My grandparents have a beautiful porcelain one. But whatever the plate actually looks like, it's the food that's on it. We all love food, right? I mean, I'm not making an assumption there. Every little box here, we love our food. And we love showing the food that we have. But the special platter to say, this is my food. This is the food of us. This is, God made this food, but it's for us. Look at my charosset. Look and enjoy. This platter is just to celebrate the food of our people. And sure, maybe it wouldn't be like, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be like Instagram worthy or whatever of the most beautiful cake decorating. but it's the food of our people. And it's displayed beautifully for us to experience together. So whatever your plate is, wherever you are in the world, you're saying, this is my food. Oh, there's an egg on your plate and on yours and on yours and on yours. And it's a showcase of our joy and our love of our Passover food and our Jewish food in general. But carrying out the box was still a big undertaking. And that leads me to the third thing, which was never in the box, but is a piece of Pesach that you don't have to unpack because it's already there. And that is by your front door and by every other door in your house. That is the Mezuzah. And the first acknowledgement we have of Mezuzah happens way back at the very first Pesach, when, well, it's not nearly as pretty as the one on my door now. The first Mezuzot were blood on the doors to say, this home is a Jewish home. This home, we are acknowledging the divine. We are acknowledging our relationship with our Creator. And we're saying we are proud to be Jewish. Neighbors over there, also them. Hey, we're the same. This makes our home special. And it was done through sacrifice, which, okay, definitely not going there today, but it was the holiest thing you could do. And in the Torah portions we're reading right now-ish, we talk about building the Mishkan, the place where the Jewish people came together to do sacrifices. Got no Mishkan today. The closest things we have are our joyous SBH and our personal homes. And that joy and that pride in our Jewish spaces starts at the Pesach experience and carries us for 2,000 years. And so your home and your synagogue are carrying that pride and that connection of our Jewishness that starts at the Exodus and ends, well, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim Habnuya. It keeps going until that time of ultimate redemption. And so the Mezuzah on your doors are a reminder of that from the very first Pesach until the coming of the ultimate redemption and every Pesach in between. It is our proudly Jewish home carrying us in our Jewish community and in our connections until next year, when we hope we will all be together in Yerushalayim.